What's going on YouTube? This is the first official video of Debt Free Dad channel. My name is Marcus and I'd like to welcome you to the channel where we're going to follow my debt-free journey and learn a little bit about finances and how to make moves to win with money. So let's go ahead and get started. This topic is really about how did I get here, creating a finance debt-free journey channel during the pandemic. So right now I'm going to go through the top 10 reasons why I decided to start this YouTube channel. Reason number 10, because of 2020, COVID, where we are right now. Unfortunately, because of the pandemic, the economy, a lot of people are having financial difficulties. You have job loss, people laid off, unemployment benefits, subsidies not being renewed. I probably should have cut the volume off on this thing. Unemployment benefits, subsidies not being renewed. I mean, there's a lot of things that are impacting people financially. So I thought this was a good opportunity. Me, I've been blessed to be able to work from home. So not having to travel, having a little bit more time, I actually got a time to focus on this channel. I'll tell you initially, and this was kind of years in the making. I always knew I wanted to do a channel, but I didn't know what. At one point, I was going to do a fitness channel. I'm in my gym right now. One day I'll turn this camera around so y'all can see some of the budget equipment that I got. But originally I wanted to do a fitness channel, and after that I wanted to do a moto vlog channel when I got back into motorcycling. Shout out to Cycle Cruiser, great channel if you're interested in learning about motorcycles, safety, and just everything motorcycles. Definitely check out Cycle Cruiser channel. But that's reason number 10, COVID. Finances are an issue. Finances impacts everybody, and because I'm in a position to work from home, I got a little bit of time where I can actually focus on the channel. So that's number 10. Number 9 is, again, I just talked about it. I love finances. I love to invest. I love to save. I love to spend. I invested in real estate. Made some stupid stock market moves. I made some great stock market moves. I've done a lot of things stupid with money and a few things smart with money. Probably more, I don't know, maybe 50-50, maybe a little bit more smart than stupid. But I love finances. I love talking about finances, things that impact them, how to win with finances, how to be financially free. So it was something that I just attracted to naturally. Number 8 is teaching others. At the end of the day, anything you do is about how can you help someone else. So if I can put out content, tracking my debt-free journey, tracking my mistakes, tracking my errors that I'm probably going to make during this debt-free journey, there's probably a benefit, hopefully, that someone can get from the channel. So if I can do this channel and someone can learn something from it, get something from it, they can entertain someone, that's definitely a plus. So being able to teach others. Number 7 is my kids. I don't know about your household, but in this household, YouTube gets watched more than Hulu, Netflix, television, all of that stuff combined. Now, considering we got distance learning going on, my kids are distance learning, YouTube videos. Literally, my daughter watches YouTube videos. Well, not anymore, but at one point she watched YouTube videos of people playing in slime, just close-ups of the fingers. So if this doesn't work out, be prepared to check out my new channel where you can watch me and my crusty fingers playing slime for 15 to 20 minutes every day, and hopefully that won't work out. But just watching my kids and me listening to YouTubers is really such a great form to put information out there, to entertain, to hopefully reach people. So that's number 7. The kids on YouTube all the time. I saw this opportunity, even though it's a decade in the making. YouTube's been around forever, but I had the time to do it, so I wanted to jump in. Number 6 is student loans. I despise student loans. I hate them. They're the worst. I hate paying the money. I just hate student loans. So the biggest part of this debt-free journey is figuring out well, I know I want to pay them off, but actually doing it, I guess, is the biggest part of this debt-free journey. I will tell you, initially when I had my student loans, I had a very detailed plan that I thought would have benefited me financially, and so normally I like to give out my information and detailed plans, but my original plan was upon graduation and getting my certifications and starting to work in my field, what I was going to do was work really hard, pay them the least amount of money possible, Lord willing, live a long, prosperous life, and when I pass away and leave this earth, if I still owed them a balance, I would have been dancing in my grave because I felt like a winner. That was my original plan. My original plan was, if I pass away owing these losers something, ha ha ha, I fooled you over. But now that view has changed. Considering I'm filming a video on, a channel on a debt-free journey, clearly I want to get them off of my back. But it took a while to get to that. It was, I hate them, so I'm not going to pay them, and I'm going to die on them something. Then it evolved into I hate them, so I'm gonna just pay them, so I don't gotta deal with those jerks anymore. So student loans is number 6. Number 5 is an opportunity to earn some extra income. So I can earn some extra income putting information out there about something that I'm interested in, where hopefully people can get some value from it or learn from it, or just be entertained by it. So that's always a plus. Again, this channel may do well, it may not, but I'm going to put the content out, and like I said, if it doesn't blow up, I'll have another channel where I'm like playing in slime or something that people watch all day, or just eating in front of the camera. I've seen people getting thousands of views, so those are my contingency plans, but this is the one that interests me, becoming debt-free and helping put out information about making smart money moves. Number 4 is, and it's neat, I didn't think of this when I was putting it together, but they all kind of spin off from one another. Number 4 is to entertain. If I have an opportunity to put out content and entertain people, hopefully my videos can, do that. You can learn something, you can laugh, you can look and say, man, what he just did was stupid as hell, and I definitely don't want to do that. Or, in the alternative, you could always laugh at the terrible production. I apologize for the production. This thumbnail is like crazy. So hopefully it gets better. My son is like a tech kid, so hopefully he helps me out. Right now he just comes in and see what I'm doing, then pats me on the back and laugh and was like, I see you trying, boomer. Which is stupid. I'm not even a baby boomer, but for some reason this dude think I'm 97, and I was only born in the 80s. But in any event, it is to entertain people. Number 3 is other YouTubers. Again, YouTube is a great forum for putting out information. So a lot of other YouTubers who channels I subscribe to who are doing their debt-free journeys. I've just been watching over the past few years, and I thought, oh man, this is neat. I like the information they're putting out. I like, especially I like the ones where they have transparency and they're really detailed about putting out their budget and their debt and so forth. I think those are all good. Some of the ones that I like personally is Minority Mindset, Budget Girl, Dollar Dude, Richard Fain. That's a good one that I just found out about maybe a couple of weeks ago. But those other YouTubers putting out content, it was one, inspiring, and 2, I was like, man, I like following their journey. Hopefully somebody is entertained by following my journey. The number 2 reason that I started this channel is it kind of rolls into other YouTubers, but Dave Ramsey, he's more of I think he's not just a YouTuber now, but Dave Ramsey is like the grandfather of debt-free living. And so, I've been watching Dave Ramsey, Chris Hogan, all of those Ramsey personalities for years, and I'm gonna be honest, I probably know Dave's position on most things, most financial questions or situations. I think I know his position, but I am a recent grad last week. recent graduate of FPU, Financial Peace University, the Dave Ramsey course. I will do a video later on where I just kind of give my overview and thoughts and opinions on the course, and talk about how I'm going to implement the Dave Ramsey plan in my debt-free journey. But those have been just key to changing my mindset. I think Dave Ramsey was really the first person to get me out of or put that seed in my brain of not actually dying owing student loans still, but just to pay them off and get it over with. So that would be reason number 2. And drum roll, maybe I'll learn how to do a drum roll sound effect, but the number 1 reason for me starting this channel is, I guess is one is, very close to home. A lot of people may be able to relate to it, but 2020 just in general has been a crazy year. Some people consider it the most trash year of years, well, at least in recent history. But this past summer, I had a medical issue that required me to be in the hospital for a month, and I had to have surgery, and it was a life-threatening thing. And you got to keep in mind, I'm somebody who, I work out every day. I track my metrics, I box, I use the elliptical, I ride bikes. Literally every day I exercise, but a random medical issue, something that less than 0.25% of the population has is something that I have. And so this medical issue, sitting in the hospital, it was weird. I never had a thought of if surgery didn't go well, or what happens if I'm no longer here. The only thought I had that was remotely close to that was, I remember before surgery and after surgery, I was sitting there counting, adding, like, okay, what are all my assets? What are all my liabilities? What do I have in insurance policies? If something happened to me right now, this is the actual dollar amount that my family will have. Is this enough to pay off the properties? Is this enough to make sure the kids go to college? Is this enough to make sure there's money for the family to have, after the kids go to college? And so that medical scare really was what made me say, hey, if something happens, worst case scenario, I need to be in a position where I'm not burdening my family. And I was always taught that a man's responsibility is to take care of his family, and that responsibility sticks with you whether you're here or not. So if I'm not here and my family can't win financially, it's my fault. And so I wanted to make sure that I can do everything possible so that they can win with me here, or Lord forbid, that's not wood. I probably should have found some wood to knock on, but whether I'm here or whether I'm not here, I want to make sure my family was in a position to win. So that was really the number 1 reason that, I decided, hey, after that, after I recovered, that was when I joined FPU, and, shortly thereafter I went to Financial Peace University, and it kind of changed my outlook and got me on this whole debt-free journey. So again, that's it. The top 10 reasons why I started this debt-free channel. The channel is going to be interesting. We're going to talk. Definitely, we're going to follow my debt-free journey, and with regard to that, I plan to have a lot of disclosure. Talk about the debts. Talk about the amounts at the beginning of the month. Go over the budget. How much income I have at the end of the month to put towards debt. So the debt-free part of it is definitely going to be one where there's going to be some disclosure on my part. The other things is, we're occasionally going to talk about just finances in general, things that I've done good, things that I've done bad, and occasionally we may talk about some interesting things out there in the news and the ether that relate to finance, and just my impressions on them, how they may or may not impact finances moving forward. So with that being said, that's a wrap for video number 1. I definitely want to ask everybody to subscribe, like, comment. If you comment, I'm definitely going to try to get back to you. And especially in the comment, there's an opportunity if you know, I'm looking for y'all to help give me feedback on how to lay out the foundation of this channel. This is my first video. I really don't know. I mean, y'all saw my thumbnail, look like hot garbage. So in light of that, I'm looking for, you know, maybe some help from you, the audience, and the comments to, you know, help me get some direction on how this channel should go. So again, I appreciate it. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your effort. And oh, one last thing. This is an honorable mention. It didn't make the top 10 list, but it didn't make the top 10 list, but it is something. I talked about doing a YouTube channel with like some of my family members, and they told me, oh man, a YouTube channel, nobody can do anything on a YouTube channel. And I don't know about you all, but that pisses me off when someone tells me I can't do something. If somebody tells me I can't do something, I'll try my hardest to do it. And I probably actually try just as hard to do it out of the fact that I want to prove them wrong. That the drive to prove them wrong is probably equal to my actual want to do or accomplish whatever the objective is that they think that I couldn't do. So, you know, that's another part of it. A little, you know, success is the best revenge. And for me, success isn't about making $1 million on YouTube. It's about being consistent, putting out entertaining comment and commentary and content, and hopefully people can take something from it. So with that being said, thanks again. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comment. I'll definitely get back to you in the comments, because I don't know, a lot of people probably ain't gonna watch this anyway, so it'll be easy for me to get back in the comments. Peace.